Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1961 Hermes 3000 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Switzerland and the best typewriter of all time, also known as the Bentley of typewriters. Came in 3 generations. This is the first generation. This has a curvy top, all metal shell. Second generation is a square top, all metal. Third generation is a boxy shell, hard plastic. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And you can slide the page right through the paper bail on this one, but most of the time on typewriters you got to lift that up out of the way, slide it through, and then lift it down. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale, and the margin indicator is in red. To set the margins, you just put the cursor where you want it and then flip this silver switch here, chrome switch, and it'll send the margin to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you hold the switch and push it to where you want it, let it go. Very good. Same concept with the right side. Say you wanted it right there, you just flip the switch, it'll send it to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you have to hold the carriage release, which is the green button there, and the margin at the same time. Push it to where you want it, let it go. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5. One more, it skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it on the yellow indicator, it prints right down the middle. When you have it on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. When you have it on the silver indicator, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that all the way down for red. Beautiful. Very smooth, comfortable, powerful. The print looks really good. Got Elite typeface, prints 12 characters per inch, a bit smaller than Pica, which prints 10. Fit more words on a page with Elite. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. We're going to flip down. That's the paper support arm. And you just want to make sure you flip back the paper release before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to put the color back on black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. And the tab is on the top side. Right now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear all of them by hitting this button right here with the 3 lines. That's an all tab clear. So now we shouldn't have any tabs, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on our typewriter. So it just stops at that one spot. And to clear that one specific tab, you just go to it like we already are and hit the minus sign right next to it. That just clears that specific tab and not all of them, like this all tab clear. And I think that's it with the keyboard. The hood pops off from the back, hooks into the front with these 2 hooks. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise. Actually, looks like it's pulling to the left right now. But if you shift these, then you could shift the direction. And that's the direction we want it to go, is to the right. It's got an automatic reverse. When it gets to the end of the ribbon, there's a little eyelet that catches on this, and it will shift it to the side that needs to go to. And that will happen indefinitely until the ribbon goes dry. This hooks into the front like this and snaps in the back. There we go. And this is your touch control. The higher up you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. The lower you go, the less tension. So you just want to play with that to gauge what your preference is as far as touch control goes. This is the carriage release. We already went through this. And this is the carriage lock. You flip it down and it locks the carriage in the middle. And as you can see, it doesn't unlock unless you push it down and to the right. And this is your margin, like we already discussed, carriage release, paper release. Excuse me. Carriage release on the left side, super smooth. And if you flip this switch, this is your line space selector all the way back. It will disable the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it forward, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, and the same concept, if you pull the knob out like that, it disables the spacing. But you want to be careful when you do that because then you'll lose your line. So that's just mainly for documents getting to an exact spot on the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.